Only mode.
Hey, what is up, everyone? It's Justin here, and I'm super excited you guys are on this student success training webinar. We got off kind of to a little bit of a late start with some technical issues, but I'm happy that we are all on the webinar. Adam is also on. Adam, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can all of you hear me? Let me know in the chat box. That would be awesome if you can. All right, cool. Tons of yeses flying in. Sounds like everyone can hear me. Great.
All right, cool. Well, again, we're excited you're on this webinar. This training that we're going to do is going to kind of help you set your kind of pace and also kind of set your direction for ClickBank University and for your success with us here. So what I want to do for this training specifically is I want you guys to take out a piece of paper or have something to write on. So whether it's a piece of paper, it's your phone in your notes section, or on your magnet fridge, whiteboard, whatever you want, just take a minute and then I want you guys to write ready when you have something to write on. Anything will work. All right, lots of readies. Awesome. Looks like most of you guys had something prepared before you got on. Sweet. All right, so in this student success training, I'm going to kind of head this one, and then Adam's going to kind of chime in a little bit later. And what we're going to talk about, something super important, and it has to do with kind of your mentality, kind of what your mental state is, and really what it has to do is creating goals that set you up for success. Okay, so that is the first part, and the second part is about finding your perfect product. So I know a lot of you guys on here, and actually I want to see a poll real quick. Let me know if you're more interested in affiliate marketing or being a vendor. That's creating your own product, right? Affiliate or vendor in the chat box. All right, awesome. And you can definitely be both as well. And what we're going to kind of talk about, because a lot of you guys, you know the path to be an affiliate. You go into the affiliate section, you watch those training videos, you stay on track. Being a vendor and having your own product is probably going to be a little bit more time consuming because you're creating something, you're selling it, and in the end, it's a way better investment of your time because you're building your own brand, you're able to get affiliates to promote you, and you do all the work once, and basically you have a product up there, it's making sales, and it's generating a lot of revenue, which is awesome. So what we're going to talk about is kind of how to build your perfect product, because a lot of you guys who also want to be an affiliate or who are successful as affiliates, you're a little worried about, what kind of product do I create? How do I get to that next level by creating a product? And so we're going to go over that as well. So the other cool thing, guys, is when you guys have a product, all right, you're a vendor, you have your own product, affiliates are promoting you, and you can then promote other products as well as an affiliate. So it's an amazing way to kind of go off, and 99% of product owners are also affiliates because you can market to your customers. But before we get into all of that, we want to show you how easy it can be to create your own product. And this kind of your perfect product also goes into the perfect product for you to be promoting as an affiliate. Okay, so this definitely works for both parts. All right, so let's get started. The first part is a quote from Tony Robbins. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who that is. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So what that means is you're taking something that you don't really have an idea of. It's not really there. It's not written down. You don't see the goal. You kind of just feel like you know what you want, but you don't really have something that's there that you can look at. So what we're going to do today is turn the invisible into the visible, turning dreams into goals that you can actually attain. So that's why it's a super important training, and that's why you guys have pieces of paper or some sort of writing thing ready. So what we're going to do first is an exercise for goal setting. And a lot of people, when they try to create goals, because, they know it's important, they know they want to work towards something, they know that, if you have a goal, you're actually proven to have a higher level of success. Goals are something that everyone sets who's successful in anything, whether it's, being an athlete, being an artist, being a business person, being an entrepreneur, definitely being a digital entrepreneur that you guys are. And the way to properly set a goal follows these 5 different things. Okay, and the way to remember it is it's SMART, SMART. The first thing is the S, all right, being specific. So a lot of people aren't specific with their goals. They say, you know what, my goal is I want to make a lot of money. My goal is I want to be able to retire. My goal is I want to spend more time with family or friends or whatever it is. When you become specific, you have a much better chance at realizing that, because again, it turns into something that's visible, something that's real instead of invisible. So being specific is something like, I want to make $2,000. All right? That's specific. It's an actual number, not just I want to make a lot of money. So that's first part. I want to make $2,000. And that brings us to the M, which is measurable. Measurable means it's actually something you can hit, and once you do, you're like, I hit my goal. And then you can set higher goals. So that's measurable, and that's why I started with the actual financial figure of I want to make $2,000. All right, A is attainable. Is $2,000 or $2,000 a month attainable? And the answer is definitely yes. It's definitely attainable. Tons of people on ClickBank, thousands of people on ClickBank are doing at least $2,000 a month. Cool. So the reason for that A, for attainable, is because it's not about setting one long goal. In 5 years from now, I want to be making $100,000 a month. That sounds great, cool. But you want something for stepping blocks. I want you guys to think of goals as stepping blocks. And for this session, we're going to be thinking of a goal that's not too far away. It's not next week, but it's 2 months away. And 2 months for everyone who's on here is a really cool, good timeline for you guys to get up and running and start generating an income. So that's what I want you guys to think of, is 2 months. So the next part is R, which is rewarding. And this one kind of seems like it's not necessary, right? Why should I make a goal that's rewarding? That's not even a thought. Of course, I want it to be something positive. And what that means, rewarding, is actually something that kind of fuels you to do better. So along the path, it rewards you to do better. So something like, I'm not going to eat donuts. That's not very rewarding, right? So if you want to lose weight, your goal should actually be how much you want to lose. And the process is rewarding and makes you work harder and makes you get less donuts. And that's what that R is for, rewarding. And the last one is probably the most important thing, which is time bound. That means that you've set a deadline for your goal. Okay, a dream versus a goal is a dream with a deadline. That's basically the only thing. So you guys all have dreams, you guys have aspirations. We talked about motivations in the last training, and that's awesome. It's great fuel to get you to the next level. But you want to have something that is time bound. So specific, measurable, attainable, rewarding along the way, and it has a time limit, has a deadline. So something like, I want to make $2,000 per month starting in 2 months from now. That hits all those things. And that's the kind of what we're going to work off of, is $2,000, 2 months. So you guys can change your goals, whatever they are. I want you to write them down. If that's your goal, you can write that one down. An extra $2,000 per month for in the next 2 months. You want to start doing that. Let me see in the chat. Write down your goal in the chat. Just like write 2K per month in 2 months, or 3K per month in 2 months, or $500 per month in 3 months, or what is it? Let me see in the chat. Specific for the amount and for the time. Okay, cool. All right. Perfect. Okay, cool. And when we're talking about this 2 months, in 2 months from now, I want to be making $2,000 per month. Guess what your 4 month could be? That could be $4,000 per month. So don't think of it like, once you hit your goal, that's the point. Your goal is not to be hit and to be done. It's to get you to your next goal. So I want you guys to be thinking about that. And this is awesome in the chat. So you guys wrote it down in the chat. I want you guys to write it down on whatever piece of paper you have in front of you or on your phone. Goal, 2K in 2 months, goal, 3K in 2 months, goal, 2,000 in 1 month, 25. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Wrote it down? Yep. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So what you do when you have a goal. So what if we have a goal that's $10,000 per month in 6 months or in 5 months or whatever it is? You got to work backwards. Okay, you decide how much you want to make and then you just work backwards. It's that simple. So we're going to take this, for this exercise, we're going to take the 2-month goal of $2,000 per month in extra income. All right. So when we work backwards from this, we have to go, okay, how much product do we have to sell at what price to hit our goal? So let's say it's a $50 product. Now this can be your product as a vendor, or this can be the average dollar per sale you're making as an affiliate. So both of these work, okay? So $50 product is what you're going to sell. Now at 40 sales, you have your $2,000. So you need to make 10 sales per week. Okay, 10 sales per week, not very hard. That's like 1.2 or 1.3 sales per day. Okay, less than 2 sales per day. So I want you guys to write it down and turn it from a $50 product into how many sales you need to make, and then how many sales per week, and then how many sales per day. And let me know when you are done with this. When you've written it down, say done. All right, cool. And I know this is like super obvious. This is basic stuff, but I'm telling you, when you imagine this stuff and you write it down, it's going to make a big difference. So I don't want any of you guys to be going through the training and not know what you actually want to achieve and actually have something done. All right, cool. So now that we know we need to hit 10 sales per week, we need to go backwards again. And this is going to get us to our second part of the training, which is going to be training on how to find the perfect product so we can start doing the actual selling, because that's the fun part, right? Not just writing numbers down, but actually starting to get results. Okay, cool. And yeah, Summer, it doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, so whatever your goal is, when you start, bringing it down, you realize it's not so bad. It's attainable. And that's a really important thing. So now we're going to keep working backwards. We want to make 10 sales per week. So you guys have to ask yourself, do you want to do this as an affiliate or as a vendor? Okay, so think about that. So the attack for learning in CBU is the next step. So how am I going to get to that goal of 10 sales per week, whatever it is? And I need to create a plan of attack for learning in CBU. So I need to, go through the trainings. How am I going to do that? How often? How long? And what we recommend, 30 minutes a day of learning and taking action. That's per day. So maybe instead of doing every day 30 minutes, you're doing 3 times a week for an hour. Whatever it is, I want you guys to set some time apart so you can hit these goals and you can go through the training. So that's something really important, is keeping working backwards and actually getting there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, if I want to be an affiliate or I want to be a vendor, what space, what niche should I get into, and how does that affect, my success, and, which kind of direction should I go? So here's a good quote. Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook: if you just work on stuff that you like and you're passionate about, you don't have to have a master plan with how things will play out. So the goal here is to be passionate about something. Choose a good topic because that's going to really help you succeed. Okay? So, one of the huge mistakes people make is that they try to force an interest on themselves. So you don't choose your passions choose you. That's the CEO of Amazon. So what we're going to do, in this next couple minutes is find out what are we passionate about, because that's going to help us succeed, and it's also going to help us be happier when we're doing all this stuff. Okay, so this is kind of pivotal for when you guys are learning inside of CBU for the next steps or taking action. This is really, really important stuff. And Steve Jobs said, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it, keep looking, don't settle. And what he's talking about here is that when you actually love what you're doing, that's going to give you way more success than just forcing it and trying to be successful on ClickBank. Okay, so what do we mean by this? What's the point? So have you guys looked on the ClickBank marketplace? Let me see if you have, and let me know what kind of topics you think you want to start promoting, or or a product you want to create. Let me see in the chat box. No, yes, okay. Fitness, there's a diabetes product, there's weight loss. Okay, so a lot of you guys might think, fitness, I think is going to be a really great product. I want to create a fitness product, or I want to promote fitness products because I think that they are going to be something that people want. And this is a huge mistake that people make when trying to create products on ClickBank or trying to promote other people's products, is they just do what they think is going to work well. And if you kind of just force it, that's not going to give you the same success as if you're actually interested in the topic. So we're going to go through the ClickBank marketplace, show you what's popular, what's not as popular, how you can see what products are good to promote, how you can see if it's probably a good idea to create a similar product or a product in the same space. But the important thing here is don't force it and try to promote something or try to create a product around something that you're not passionate about. Maybe you love eating. You should not create a fitness course on how to diet and drink water the whole day. That's not going to be the best thing for you. It'd be way cooler if you created a cooking course or something else around food, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to do another exercise, and I want you guys to kind of jot this down. You can just do whatever comes quickest into your mind, okay? The fastest things that come into your head. We're going to do a little passion exercise, all right? That sounds weird. What we're going to do, let me rephrase, is try to figure out what you're passionate about, all right? Okay, cool. So what do you like doing? Let me see in the chat. Just write this down in the chat. What do you like doing? Motivating people, playing with technology, feeling good, helping others, cooking, self-healing, movies. Okay, awesome. So what do you like talking about? So there's the difference between what do you like doing. Like, I like watching TV about racing, or I like watching TV about cooking, but what do you actually like talking about? Let me see in the chat, because that's even more important, because as a product owner or as an affiliate, you're going to be talking about this in your marketing. All right, let me see. Christianity, cool. Real estate, economics, interesting. Lifestyle, food, spirituality, relaxation. Cool. These are all really good. And then the other one is, what topics do you actually read about the most? And this doesn't have to be like, I'm going to the library, I'm going to read about healing, or I'm going to read about healthy eating. That doesn't happen very often. What I'm talking about is when you pick up a magazine, which article do you read? When you're on your computer, what do you read online? And let me see in the chat. Ronald, tennis, nice. Success in life, Dennis, that's awesome. Self-help would be great. Personal development, all right, awesome. So a lot of different things here. It's mostly about, making yourselves better, right? Improving your lifestyle, your life, your health, your relationships, all that stuff. That's great. Perfect. So that would be awesome for you to help other people do the same thing. To take what you've learned, package it, and turn it into your own product that you can sell, and you could be an author, or you can have someone else do it for you, which we're going to also talk about. So this is the party test. It's a test that is probably the easiest way to figure out what you should create as a product or what you should promote as an affiliate. So I want you guys to take this real quick. If you were at a party, okay, and you're meeting new people, what would be the perfect topic that they could bring up that would make you the most engaged and interested in the conversation? Like, what's something that someone could say that you just met and you're like, yeah, totally, and you could just talk for an hour about, and it would be something that you feel like you have a connection to the other person because they share your interest in blank. Gardening, traveling, mind over matter, reading, children, real estate, weight loss, storytelling. Awesome. Financial freedom, human behavior, purpose in life. All right, these are all really, really good. So you guys are passing the party test there. Okay, so that's one thing. And, a lot of people say, follow your passion. That's the best thing you can do. And it's true. But there's kind of a little thing you want to make sure is also true. You want to also make sure that there's a need for the product, right? If I'm super interested in, I don't know, what someone wouldn't buy. Pretty much everyone would buy something. There's something out there for everything. But if I was super interested in how to pour coffee and make little flowers out of my coffee using my creamer, that's cool. But we need to see, are people going to actually pay for that? And so that's an important thing. And I know a lot of you guys on here might be worrying, what about if I'm not an expert at the topic, or, how are people going to want to pay me for my knowledge when they can probably find it somewhere else for free? We're going to get into that. But the biggest thing I can say to that is you do not need to be an expert at all for your topic. You just need to know a little bit more than the person buying it. And it's not about if there's free information or, the exact same information somewhere else. It's about packaging your information so it solves a problem. And that's the really important thing. Oh, here's a good one from Leo. A great example. What if I'm super interested in underwater basket weaving? Perfect. Not that many people are going to buy my course on underwater basket weaving and saying, you got to go to the Pacific Ocean and go underwater with a snorkel and weave a basket. I don't think a lot of people are going to buy that. So what we want to make sure is that it passes these 3 guidelines, okay? And that's going to give you a way higher chance at creating a super successful information product. So what I want you to do is kind of put mental check marks next to whatever, topics you wrote down that you were passionate about, and see if it fulfills these 3 guidelines. Just do like a check mark next to each topic. All right. Is there an emotional need for your product? So that's the first one. So I want to see a check, and you guys can write in the chat box, check if that works. An emotional need for your product. Is it something, let me give you an example. If I want to learn how to play better basketball, is there an emotional need for me to want to be good and be able to keep up with my friends, or be able to show off, or be able to actually play in games that I'm not able to? Or is it frustrating that I can't, hit my free throw? You can turn a lot of things into an emotional need, but you need to see first if you're able to do that. And pretty much everything you can kind of pitch in a way that it creates an emotional need, but the stronger the emotional need, the better. All right, checks are flying in. All right, number 2. This basically helps you automatically sell this one. So if this one passes, you're doing pretty good. Are customers actively seeking a solution to the problem your product sets to solve? So every product you make, it's basically giving someone a solution. So in any business, no matter what it is, if it's a pen, you're solving the issue that you need to write. If it's a phone, you're solving the issue that you need to be able to call someone. If it's paint, it's because you're solving the issue that your walls look ugly without it. Food, you're solving the issue of hunger. And it's the exact same thing with creating a digital product. So are customers seeking a solution to your problem already? So just write yes if they are. And the way to do that is to Google. And if it says, how to do basket weaving underwater, and there's, blog posts about it and people are interested in it and there's different things there, then you're pretty good. And you could also think about, have you asked someone something similar to that, and have you looked for a solution? Maybe you're going to be the perfect person that, you had an issue and you overcame that. Maybe you're reading self-help books and you became more enlightened or more successful in something. You can take that and it's basically proof that people are going to buy it because you bought it yourself. And you can repackage and create a whole new set of solutions for customers. All right, here's the third one. And a lot of people mess this up because they actually kind of overdo it. All right, and that's a huge mistake with creating a successful business online. Are there few perceived options available to satisfy your need? So are there only a few options to help you solve that issue? And most of you guys are going to be like, no, there's 1,000 weight loss courses. There's 1,000 self-help courses. But here's the thing that I want you guys to think about. I want you guys to have a unique selling proposition, a USP. That's what it stands for. I want you guys to have a little bit of a twist in your product. So let's say it's a weight loss course. There's a million weight loss courses. How do you kind of stand out? Well, how about it's a weight loss course for women who hate exercising? That sounds pretty good. People, when they go to your page, they're not going to think about, buying other products. I want you guys to think about having a little twist to your product. It doesn't have to be a big thing, but it's just something that makes it unique. And Adam's going to take over the screen right now and show you the ClickBank marketplace and to give you some ideas of popular products on ClickBank and why it's not a bad thing if there's competition, okay? It's not a bad thing if there's competition. So let's go ahead and do that. Adam, if you want to take over the screen and show them the ClickBank marketplace, that would be really cool so they can have an idea of, what kind of products they can create, what kind of products they can promote, and really why it's not a bad thing if there's competition in there.
Definitely. Okay, cool. Let me take over the screen real quick. Oh, 1 second, guys. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Let me know in the chat box. Awesome. Tons of yeses coming through. Okay, great. So just like what Justin was saying, a good way to really tell if a niche is good to get into is by seeing, is there a competition? And most people think right away competition is a bad thing because you're going to have competitors and therefore there's going to be less people buying your stuff. But the way we look at it is competition is actually the best thing possible because that means people are making money actually in the niche that you want to get into. Therefore, there's a market there and that means you can actually make money too. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to go through a few different niches right away. So let's type in for the first one, we'll type in dog training, okay? And we're going to pull up a bunch of different courses here that have come up that are about dog training. So it looks like from what we see here, there's quite a few dog training courses: accelerated dog training health, the dog training system, dog training in 15 minutes, dog training tutor, dog training zone, dog train online, dog training business and marketing techniques. So that's, maybe a little bit different. Dog training perfect pooch system. So from what it looks like here, there's 24 pages of dog training products, which means people are creating these products because they are selling for them, and you can actually tell as well by looking at the gravity and what the popularity is, and by the average per sale here. It doesn't look like the gravity is too high on these products, but the catch is that there are a lot of dog training products. Therefore, the niche is a good niche to get. So another thing you can do here, guys, is you can sort the results by popularity right here. So a lot of you I see are asking, how do you know if a product is popular? But you could actually sort it by popularity. So if you sort it by popularity, it'll pull up the most popular products and things like that. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go back to the marketplace here, and I'm going to look at another product. So let's go to click on cooking and food and wine section here. And we're going to see what is a good niche in the cooking section. So the number one product over here under popularity is guilt-free desserts, so gluten-free, diabetic, safe desserts. So that's something that's pretty interesting there. The next one is paleo recipe book, and then the next one after that is another paleo, and the next one after that is another paleo. So 3 out of the top, actually another paleo after that. So 4 out of the top 10 products or so on the marketplace here are paleo, which means paleo is probably a good niche to get into, because it looks like the paleo products, if they're 4 out of the top here, are pretty much dominating this niche in the cooking space. Therefore, it's probably a good niche to get into because there's a lot of competition, which means people are making money in that space, which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is, what's a really interesting way is on the marketplace, you can actually sort for all products in the marketplace popularity rather than having to go and look only on the side here at categories. What if you want to see what are the most popular products out of everything on the marketplace? It's a very simple way to do it. All you have to do is just make sure there's nothing written in the search bar here, and just click the magnifying glass with nothing here. Just click magnifying glass, and what it's going to do is it's going to pull up the most popular products on ClickBank. And these are the most popular products just out of their whole marketplace, out of 9,000 products, okay? So let's kind of see if there's any things similar with the top products here, and see what the most popular niche is right now on ClickBank according to the top page here on the marketplace. So the first product that's number 1 out of all products right now on ClickBank is called Diabetes Miracle. So that is a product that basically teaches you, how to reverse diabetes. That's the number 1 product currently right now on ClickBank. Okay. So then the next product is the Venus Factor. This is a product for females on how to basically lose weight. That's what this offer is. So this is a health product, and the top one was a health product as well. So right now health is looking pretty good. The next one on the top marketplace is Brain Stimulator. It's also something to do with health. It's a way to get better at memory, so you don't have as much memory loss and things like that. Also in the health space. We're going to keep going down here. Another product here, which is Language of Desire. So this looks like a dating product. So that looks like a pretty popular product as well. So right now we got 1 dating product. We have 3 health products so far. And then right after that we have another diabetes offer on the top page out of all products on ClickBank, which means diabetes right now is very popular niche to get into on ClickBank, because 2 out of the top products on the whole ClickBank marketplace are diabetes, which is very interesting. And again, it's health and fitness. Another niche here that is very popular, which goes straight back into health and fitness, is weight loss. Again, the top product on ClickBank, and another one below there is another health product, and so on. So as you can see here, guys, there's a similarity between all these products except for one of them, which is a dating one. They're all health and fitness related. So that looks like a very popular niche to get into. And you would assume that health and fitness is a massive niche with so much competition. It's not even worth getting involved with it. But that's where you're wrong. Health and fitness, yes, there's a lot of people competing, and yes, it's a competitive niche, but that also is one of the biggest niches, which means that most people, it's the most people that are buying stuff on ClickBank are going after those health and fitness products, which means there's a huge audience for you guys to go after. So, it's a good thing when there's competition, and as you can see here, health and fitness is a big one as well. But that's basically a great way, by leveraging the marketplace, guys, to see if the niche that you want to get into is a good niche to get into. Obviously there's 9,000 products over here for you to look at. 937 pages to go through. So maybe go to the marketplace and click on the magnifying glass so you have all the products and see if any products pop up while going through the pages here with the same niche that you want to get into. And if you don't see them and you start getting to page 20, 30, 40, that's totally fine. Doesn't matter. It just means that maybe it's easier for you to search by just typing in your niche here and seeing if the products come up, because sometimes the products may be far down in the popularity marketplace rather than if you just search for it straight by just typing in like dog training or something like that here. So guys, use the ClickBank Marketplace as a tool for you guys to really figure out if the niche that you want to get into is a good niche to get into, because that's the best thing. If there's competition, that means there's money to be made in the niche. So with that being said, Justin, do you want me to hand the screen back over to you?
Yeah, definitely. That was awesome. All right, cool. So as you saw from Adam's screen, you can easily check out the marketplace and see what's working. Okay, so basically, the more popular things are selling more. It's based on sales. So that's a really great way to see if a product topic is a good idea to pursue, and also to see what product you should promote as an affiliate. And being an affiliate is super easy, guys. All you got to do is click that promote button that was next to each product. So, yeah, awesome. So, that is the info product test, is finding the right product that satisfies the need so that people actually buy your stuff. And what I kind of want you guys to do when you're thinking about creating a product is you guys have some awesome topics. Make sure it follows, the check marks. And also, here's a really cool thing: when you're creating a product, okay, not when you're so much promoting a product on ClickBank, because when you're promoting a product on ClickBank, all you got to see is that it's popular, and then you can start using the traffic methods that we're going to be talking about in the next training, and some of them in that affiliate section to start driving traffic and making sales. But for creating a product, being a vendor, before you do that, before you go out and go, I want to create a really cool product on hair loss, right? Or whatever it is, I want you to ask, okay? Talk to people who would be your potential customers. And this is a great way to test what you believe, and don't just go after what you think will work, okay? It's called hope marketing, just hoping something's going to work. What you want to do is test by asking people. And you don't even have to directly ask people. You can actually do it through researching on blogs and forums and writing, hair loss forum, and seeing if there's a lot of people trying to find answers for that, or on Facebook or on Twitter or in real life, right? You can ask people what their biggest fears are about hair loss, or what their biggest goals are about hair loss, or what would really help them, and what they really are looking for a hair loss product. Are they looking to add volume to their hair? Are they looking to cover up bald spots? All this stuff are things you're going to learn by asking people and just looking online. So that is the way to see if a product passes the test. So it's kind of gruesome trying to go through these different topics and making sure that they pass before you invest. And it's really important to, take time to do this first. That way, before you invest hours and hours and hours, you're already on the right path because you have a product that's going to sell. So let me see in the chat if you guys have a much better understanding of what kind of product you guys want to create as a vendor, or what kind of product as an affiliate you want to promote. Let me see yes in the chat if this has helped. All right, awesome. Tons of yeses flying in. You are welcome. Yeah, Betty, you're welcome. Great. So it's super important to do this, and you can actually even see how many times people are typing stuff in. Do any of you guys know about the Google keyword tool? Let me see in the chat if you guys know what the keyword tool is. I think it's called the keyword planner now. All right, some yeses, some no's. So what this does is it basically shows you, you can Google it, keyword planner, okay? And that basically shows you the amount of times people are typing something in on Google, like hair loss or like losing weight. Do you guys want to see that? That way you guys can try that for your own topic or your own issue. Yeah? For your niche, please show yes, please. All right, cool. So Adam, if it's okay with you, do you mind taking over the screen and pulling that up?
Yep, I'll do that right now. Hold on 1 second. Okay, cool. Can you guys see my screen again? Let me know in the chat box. Awesome. Okay, cool. So right now I'm on the keyword planner, guys, and it's a really cool tool that allows you to really see what's going on in your niche and see if it's worth getting into. You know, besides using the marketplace method and seeing if there's competition, you still kind of want to know if there's traffic, because without traffic, no one will buy your product. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to, if you guys go to keyword planner on Google, you'll see it's the first one that pops up, and you just have to have a Google Gmail account, and it's free to use after you have that. So you just want to click on search for a new keyword right here, and I can type in anything here. So let's type in dog training as my example, and I'm going to click get ideas. And as you guys can see here, it starts to organize what's going on in the dog training space. So if I go to keyword ideas right here, it'll basically bring up stuff that people are searching on a monthly basis. So as you can see here, dog training collars gets 9,900 searches per month on average. Dog training tips gets 6,600 searches per month on average. Service dog training schools, dog training books, dog training content, you guys get the idea, but you can scroll through here and see what the average searches are. Also up here you can kind of see the average monthly searches in total for dog training. This is all categories around dog training, so it's not just the keyword dog training, but as you can see here, 1.4, 1.5, 1.3 million searches per month. So this is a pretty cool way to really see if there's traffic out there for you guys to see. Now I'm going to type in here another niche. Let's say weight loss or lose weight. Okay, and I'm going to click get ideas. So now Google's checking and it's seeing, all right, here we go. Lose weight fast. That gets 74,000 searches per month. Ways to lose weight gets 6,600 searches per month. I need to lose weight gets 3,600 searches per month, and so on. How to lose weight, 110,000 searches per month. And if I organize it here by which is the top search, how to lose weight fast gets 135,000 searches a month. That's 135,000 people every month looking up how to lose weight. So imagine if you can put your product in front of those people. Now, yes, there is a lot of competition here, but there's also a massive amount of traffic. Now, if we go up here and look at the average monthly searches, you can see here they are massive. 2 million, 2.2 million, 1.9 million, 1.8 million. In the month of January, because everyone's New Year's resolution in December is to lose weight, you know, so that's 2.5 million. That's the biggest amount right there in January. But the whole point, guys, is that this proves that their people are searching for things. So let me know a random niche real quick that you guys think is really random for me to type in here and see. All right, I'm going to do acne. That's a good one. So let's see, get ideas for acne. So as we can see here, how to get rid of acne gets 60,000 searches per month. How to get rid of acne scars gets 33,000 searches per month. Best acne treatment gets 18,000 searches a month. Home remedies for acne gets 18,000 searches a month. As you can see here, it's over 1 million plus searches a month. So that's a good one. Let's see another one. Garden flags. This is interesting. Okay, we're going to type in garden flags and see what comes up for that. So custom flags gets 8,000 searches a month. Garden decor gets 5,400 searches a month. Outdoor decor gets 4,400 searches a month. Vinyl banners gets 4,400 searches a month. So really, you guys, you can see here, decorative flags gets 2,900 searches per month. So these are people that are looking in this niche to figure out, what a solution is, and you guys are going to be their solution. So even a niche like garden flags seems to have some people interested in. Here, let's see another one. Jazz scales. Okay, let's get ideas for jazz scales. Okay, so here we go. Guitar chords gets 135,000 searches a month. Jazz scales alone, just that keyword, gets 1,300 searches a month. So that's 1,300 people every month looking for jazz scales. And if you guys scroll down here, you can see guitar scales gets 18,000 searches a month. And Fender Jazz Bass gets 5,400 searches a month, and you guys kind of get the point. You can go through here and see. And I'll do one more real quick. Pest control. Let's see what that has. So pest control, bed bugs gets 450,000 searches a month, guys. Pest control by itself, the keyword, gets 49,500 searches a month. And termites gets 90,000 searches. Bed bug spray, tongue twister, gets 14,000 searches a month. How to kill bed bugs gets 22,000 searches a month, and so on. So as you guys can see here, it kind of shows you a wide range of different things within pest control. I mean, obviously bed bugs isn't pest control, but it's kind of falls within the same category. So you can see it can also give you cool ideas for branching off your niche into other things. So let's say you wanted to do pest control, but you see now all of a sudden that bed bugs is a really big issue, because it looks like most of these top results here are bed bugs. Maybe your product should kind of go around bed bugs rather than pest control and stuff like that. So it's just a cool tool for really, figuring out your niche and seeing if it's a niche that you want to get into or not. So let me know in the chat box, guys, if you guys are going to use this keyword planner to figure out if your niche is good to get into. Awesome. Good. Glad you guys like it. Very cool. So Justin, I'm going to hand the screen back to you now.
Cool. All right, that was awesome. It's a crazy tool. It's for free, and it will give you guys a really cool idea of how many people are actually searching for stuff. That's awesome. So here's a question that I've got a couple times from a few of you guys. So you're looking at the keyword tool and you're thinking, how many searches does it take for me? Like, what number should I look for to create a product? So if it's over 10,000 searches a month, should I create a product? Or if it's under 30,000, should I not do it? And the big thing to kind of note here is I want you guys to think of that to kind of help you guide you in terms of what kind of topic you should do. So like the pest control was an awesome example. Say you're thinking about doing pest control. You think that that's general and that's going to do good. But just going after bed bugs and how to get rid of those had way more searches. So I want you guys to think of it as that. And the most important thing is making sure this checklist checks out. Okay? So the first part is, what do you think you're passionate about? And then the second part is making sure that passionate thing actually sells, the info product test. And just so you know, guys, what we're going to do, like all of the trainings, it's going to be inside the members area by tomorrow probably. And we're also going to put up these slides inside the members area. That way you guys can download it and you guys can have this checklist. That way you can make sure that you fulfill all those different checks. That's going to really help you. And student success training number 1, guys, if you missed it last week, it's already inside the members area. Check that out. Under the recorded sessions, it'll say it's the first training. So make sure to check that out. So that pretty much covers today's student success training. Hopefully it got you in the right mindset for being passionate about something, but also making sure you set a goal. Now, what I want to make sure you guys do is your goals that you guys wrote down, I want you to put it somewhere that you're going to be looking at, all right? So every day you'll see those goals. So let me know in the chat if you're going to do that. Just say yes if you're going to do that. So you put it somewhere, put it up on your fridge or on your desk or whatever it is, have it on your phone, whatever it is, so that way you can visualize and see the goals. That's something really, really important. And then you can now work towards your goals of either being an affiliate or being a vendor on ClickBank. And these two trainings have kind of been the setup to try to get you in the right mindset, to learn about the opportunities, to kind of get your thinking in the right space. In the next training, it's going to be a really cool action training. We're going to learn a lot of stuff that's going to actually get you some results. So we're super excited about that. So from a scale 1 to 10, how excited, happy are you that you guys joined CBU? Let me see in the chat, because I'm really interested if you guys are as excited as Adam and I to have you guys in here, because we want you guys to be amazing case studies, and it's going to be really, really awesome. All right, 10, 20, 10 plus, 100, 9. That's okay. 8, got 1 8 there. And that's about it. All right. Walter, old dog, you're learning again. We're happy to have you. For being successful with CBU, guys, it's all about changing your mindset and then following the path that we lay out for you and making sure that you follow that path to get success. So that's why we're really happy that you got on this training, hundreds of you guys. And next week, again, try to stay on track with being on these trainings. That way you don't fall behind. So a lot of times, life gets in the way, and that's totally reasonable, but try to make sure you stay on track. And if you miss a training, you watch and you catch up inside the members area. That way you guys stay on track and you don't fall behind, because if those start racking up, kind of just feel like quitting. So that's exactly what we don't want you guys to do. And that's the only way you guys won't be successful, is if you give up. So I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to have your goals in mind, fill out the product test checklist, and make sure you are good to roll. That way we can start taking action and getting some real results. And that's where the fun really comes in. So, this is great, having the mindset, but once we start getting into some actionable stuff, that's where it's going to get really fun, because you're going to start building stuff. You're going to start seeing results. You're going to start getting subscribers. You're going to start getting sales. And so we just want to make sure you guys are ready for that. And that way, you don't get too burnt out and you stay on track to hit those goals. So, Adam, is there any last things that we should go over before we kind of wrap it up and see them next week?
No, I think the biggest thing is I'm getting a lot of questions here, guys, asking, how do I get to the keyword planner tool again? So it's a little bit confusing. Google doesn't really make it super easy to find, but if you just Google keyword planner, it will actually pop up as the first one, and you'll see that it'll actually ask you to sign up for either a Gmail account if you don't have one already, or you can log in with your Gmail account you already have. And once you do that, then it will send you to the page that I was on. So you can't just click the link and it won't send you to the page I was on. You first have to sign into your Gmail account or an AdWords account. Both of them are free to have, and the tool is free as well. So I just want to let you guys know there's like a couple steps first you got to do before you can access the tool. But that's how you do it. But other than that, I think it looks like a lot of you guys are super amped up and are going to go check right away to see if your niche is something that is good to get into with the different methods that we talked about today, with seeing if it's good or not to get into the niche with traffic and competition and things like that. So highly recommend you guys take the week to really research it and see if it's something that is a good niche to get into. And you guys have both tools to leverage right away, and it's an awesome way to see if it's something that you want to get into, because one of the worst things you possibly could do is spend all this time for this niche, which yes, you're passionate about, but there could be a sub passion right off of whatever the main niche that you want to get into that has 20 times the amount of traffic. And if you just researched it a little bit with the tools that we are showing you, you would have seen that. But if you don't do it and you get into it, it could be the difference from having 1,000 searches a month to having 100,000 searches a month, and it's still within your passion. It's just a little sub niche of it. So the main thing, guys, is just to go out there and research it, and once you do that and you lock in on a niche, then you guys can go on to the next step. But hopefully it was helpful, And yeah, glad you guys liked it.
All right, awesome, guys. So we're gonna get back to work with all the stuff we're doing, and there's some really cool stuff coming up in the next week. So we're super excited that this is a really exciting time for you. And stay focused. Go through CBU, watch some of those training videos, and just create successful habits. Because in the end, that's what creates success: is creating successful habits. And yeah, so we're happy to be here on the path, the journey with you guys to reaching success and getting your goals and turning them into reality. So, on that note, guys, have an awesome rest of the day, an awesome rest of the week, and we'll talk to you next week. All right, guys, thanks for being on. Talk to you later. See ya.